When you're teaching your class in person, you probably build in opportunities for discussion, whether that's students engaging in a discussion as a class, through thought-provoking questions, or in small groups. This helps to break up the lecture and give students an opportunity to look at the materials from a critical and diverse lens. So when you're teaching your class online, you might think discussion boards or forums would be the obvious alternative. Well, perhaps. The answer isn't quite always that straightforward. Our traditional approach to online discussion is providing students with a prompt that they can think about before formulating an answer. When you take this approach, you'll find that although every student replies, they are coming to essentially the same answer using the same thought process. This isn't necessarily a bad thing since you've given them specific readings, resources, and lectures to help foster these thoughts. This happens in your in-person course as well, where students may raise their hands in response to a prompt, and once one individual has answered, many other hands will be lowered. In your face-to-face course, you're present with your students in real time. You can probe and get them to think deeper. However, that doesn't occur as smoothly in a traditional discussion forum. A discussion forum where you are providing students with a prompt is the face-to-face equivalent of posing a question in class and letting each and every single student answer that one question. You might say that you could intervene in an online discussion just as you do in person and present arguments or questions to help students think deeper. And while that may be true, it isn't always very seamless. Your reply to one student could go unseen by others or lost among the various conversations. So the question is, what are some things that we can do to foster critical thinking through discussions? There isn't a simple answer because what might work in an Introduction to Art History course certainly cannot be expected to work in the same way in a linear algebra or advanced visual arts course. So here are some things that you can try. Plan your discussions like a debate where students are either assigned a side or they get to choose one. Break your course up into smaller groups and have a discussion where students have to build upon one another's posts. In some courses, you might even be able to break students up into groups and have students lead discussions. Or if you are able, use an alternative tool like Flipgrid or VoiceThread to get students to discuss using video or other forms of media. The key takeaways are, keep in mind that discussion forums are different from in-class discussions because not everyone will engage in the discussion at the same time and space. That isn't a bad thing because this allows students the flexibility to reflect on their own time and at their own pace. The most critical factor to making discussions more engaging is for us to take a step back and reflect on what we want students to think deeper about, and how that can be best achieved in an asynchronous format.